Hello, good morning. This is 30th of December 2020. Coronavirus and cruise situation 38. And what is the risk situation today? Uh, we have now these vaccines that in reality, I will put you an example of the plan for eradicating this virus. In Spain, for example, then you can benchmark to your country and what policies they have to implement the vaccines for the humans in your country. Now, we have 47 million Spanish citizens, 350,000 vaccines per week. The year has 52 weeks. Therefore, at the end of 2021, 18 million Spanish will have the vaccine. But this vaccine, it seems that it has a lifespan of 6 months. Therefore, we need to every 6 months put the vaccine for 18 million. So that means that in reality, this plan is really not working because it would take 2.5 years at 18 million to get the whole population with the vaccine. But this lifespan of 6 months means that really it's not possible to never arrive to 100%. We will always be at around 20% with the vaccines. So then this is the true reality about the risk. And so the first thing we must know is always what is the risk. The first thing I must know is where is my thumb, so I never go there. And I must know what is the risk of this coronavirus, dear seafarer. Therefore, that means that this coronavirus, unless they start making vaccines twice the number of citizens per country, because it has 6 months lifespan, therefore, yearly, instead of 18 million, they would have to do around 100 or 95 million vaccinations, twice per citizen in one country, you see? So this is the truth. Whatever they tell you, the politicians, is just to justify their existence. It's 5 million of them. We don't know what they do. But you, dear seafarer, must understand your own risks. Never, ever under-evaluate your risk. Is the first. Safety is first. So safety is first. That means that we need to ask all of us, crew management companies and seafarers and International Maritime Employers Council, that we get priority as essential and frontier workers. We need to get priority for the vaccines. Because really, what they do at shore, it is always the same thing. They are going to complicate things, they are going to expand this virus, and they are only interested in the elections. And the question is, why they get paid? I just don't really know. But it really doesn't matter. What it matters is your health. And this is the risk of your health and my health. We have to continue making these videos. So if I thought that this is a coronavirus and cruise situation 38, be ready for coronavirus and cruise situation 4525. Yes, I'm sorry, but this is the tendency, and the risk involved in this is that I will have to think about how to really expand 10 years the edit, the program, the director, the actor, everything, and haircut and makeup, and so that we have enough intelligence to keep analyzing this risk. Now, unless we get the vaccines on board the ship and we tell them to get out of our health, your health, seafarer, you must subscribe, like, and add the database. I will tell you later why you have to invest and where you can invest. Well, that's what I'm doing in this video. But meanwhile, let's talk about the risk. So the first thing is to know where it is the risk, how big is the risk, how long will the risk be, and the 5 famous W: who, where, what, when, all this. So this is the most important thing that we must analyze today. We will be living with this virus for, let's say, 10 years, because the 18 million vaccines in Spain for 2021 is peanuts. They are selling to you, dear seafarer, that this is the solution. That's a lie, you see. They have to justify their wages. It's just 5 million people and just metastasis. It is huge public cost. They don't know what to do about it. But this is not your problem. Your problem today is to look after your health. So we will be living in this situation for 10 years at least, unless they multiply times 5 the vaccines. And this is not probable. They could really do it because we pay them, let's say, billions of tax, and the intrinsic value generated of a country with a competitive advantage of the vaccines would be great. Yeah, like seafarers having the vaccines, then everybody would be asking for them. But if we ask them to start thinking about the interest of your health, the interest of your education and so on, they are only interested in the elections and how to get paid for just talking. So this is very important. You must understand that we have to live with this virus. Now, I'm going to teach you how can we live with this virus. As I mentioned, we have to adjust our lives to this and our families to this, because the families, your family, depend in your income, and as well as mine. And so we are all a family, a seafaring family, and we have to know how to live with this virus. The most important thing is that we must understand this virus will stay here. So then you have to adjust your life. So, for example, if you used to go to a gym, if you used to go with a lot of people to activities, this is something that will be gone. Therefore, then you will have to have the sports and the life and the business as much as secluded, and with your family to keep close the virus out of your life. This is very important that I will have to adjust my life too. But I have been doing the 9 months like doing this alone. So you will have to adjust. And the most important thing is that you have to ask DRC further, aside from like, subscribe and all this. Please, you have to ask your associations, your governments, your Facebook groups, Instagram groups, all the areas of interest, all the social media you can, that there is a priority for seafarers to have the vaccines on board. Why? Because we have to live with this virus, and the only way we can do that is that we can stop the ship getting in and out the crew members with this risk. So how can we stop this? By having the vaccines on board. And then if the vaccines expiring dates arrive, then we must implement a new one to all seafarers on board. And that's the only way I see for you that you can eradicate this virus on board your ship. Yes, don't listen what they say, it's all a lie. And it really will not stop this virus, because you see, we have really understood how with this virus they do the same thing for the rest of social security, of taxes, of conflict of interest, entering into the private sector, not improving your training areas, not improving cost, many other areas. But this is just for the health area of your future, so that we will understand that this risk will stay here for very long until they confirm that they can get, like in the case of Spain, 2 vaccines for the whole population, 1 January, 1 June, that's the only way. And also they will have to border the country. So these tendencies of local crew and this will continue. But for your ship, then the only way that we can do this is to have vaccines on board, so that we control the expiring dates of the vaccines. It becomes really a compliance, it becomes really an important certificate that we must comply with, and we must have a list. Crew management companies must have a list and the expiring dates of the vaccines. And this is very, very important for you, suppliers of vaccines, that if maritime transport wants to continue safely, it is very important that essential workers that the United Nations has declared, that also you, vaccine companies, start to think about this very seriously, please.